7,786,357. After many years of marking my few exploits and keeping care of the logs of past Phoenix cycles, my cycle nears its end. I may not have done much in my time, but this cycle, this life, was mine. And I can't wait for my next incarnation to hear of it. Log 7,786,358. So, a volcano erupted, and it took out everything with it. Log 7 mil, or I should say 1. I gotta hurry. I need to start right now. I don't have much time left, but I want to leave behind a story that my successor can proceed with. I don't think the notebook is going to be enough this time. Log 2. What in the world is vtuber? Can I eat it? Log 3. I think I have an idea. Alright, hello everyone. It is time after many months. It is your host, Avem, and I'm back from the dead. Alright, yeah, and I'm super excited and ready to announce our little project here, our little creation, our humunc. I am echoing. Oh, alright. Where's my little guy? Alright, so how do I do these? How do them kiddos do the reveals nowadays? We start with the feet, right? That's what everyone on the internet asks for. First, the bird grippers. Got them grabbers here. There's a tail. Don't ask how the physics of it working, you know, going through the cloak and all that works. There's like a cutout or something. It's the glorious cloak. And one more thing to reveal. Ta-da! Hello! Ba-bum! Add that in post. Add confetti, fireworks, and applause. Mass applause. And one more thing to reveal. Ta-da! Hello! But it's real! It's peak! Yeah, let's go! Woo! Okay, wait, I'm lost me. Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what we're waiting for! That's what it's all about! And welcome to the stream. Now we're getting started. This is it. This is everything. We finally got it here. Don't mind the snappiness. I think that's my phone. My phone's tweaking a little bit, but Avem 1.0 has finally arrived, and this isn't everything yet. We got these. We got some wings. You know, they're out of the way. Okay, humble, little tucked in wings. You know, just perfect for, you know, the corner stream. Try not to take up too much of the screen, but they're there. They're present. They're here. Shows our avian ancestry here. We got the bigger wings, because screw that. Take up the whole screen and the people are gonna like it. Take your wings out of the effing captions. And the flapping. And I'm taking off. And I'm going away. Goodbye, stream. This is it. This is the end. This is it. That's all. We have a couple of different toggles to show. The coat is optional here. And we can, you know, swap around the wings as I've shown. We have a couple more emotional toggles. We got some gamer raid, that feeling when you shoot 5 gum but you need a 6 because it's just not hitting the same as it used to. We have some very hard to see tears right there, because, you know, I just, gamers don't cry. But yeah, that's about it for now. I think we're supposed to have a shocked face, but it's not here. I think when my computer exploded, turn it on.
Yep, that's me.
A couple of settings got scrambled. So that one with it, I spent most of my time fixing the tracking because the mouth was absolutely kind of like whack. Or maybe that's just like my RBF there, just not showing through the or showing a little too much, I should say. Anyway, this is gonna be more for, since I know it's a small debut. This is gonna be more for the future, more for YouTube, and seeing how, you know, how far I go in a couple years, so I can come back to this and laugh and cry about how scuffed this was. But yeah, welcome. This is my log. This is my book here. Here's some sauce, some knowledge about my character, the credits, the setup, my adventure log here. Alright, first things first. Of the blinding white screen in my name. Pronounced Avem, Aeson, not Avem, Aeson, or Aeson, or Aeson, or anything along those lines. That's certain people that aren't here right now, so I can make fun of them. I've been calling illiterate. Whoops. All right. Age a very young 497. I'm still in my prime basically. I have like 3 years left to live, so you know, doing solid numbers here. It's not a day aged over 300 in my opinion. We have you know, the birth date. You know, back in the good old days of 1528. Just don't look at all the atrocities that were committed back then. It was the good old days. We have my height. You know, it's a bit of a sensitive, you know, subject. Not because I'm like 47 inches tall, more like because you're just so tall. You know, all you humans would be like, you'd be so nervous. You'd be afraid. Honestly. Then we have our languages here. We have some English, some Verb. I'm not 4'9", I'm not 3'4", I'm not 2'3". And then we have our species. You know, in this form, it's a bit of a mix of a phoenix and a harpy and a, you know, whatever else is thrown in there. I think a little bit of pigeon. That's just me. You know, I don't know. Some seagull. Definitely some seagull. When I came to in 1528, yeah, I was adopted by a seagull for 12 years. Really interesting time. You know, a lot of growth happened back then. That's all stories in the past now. Afterward, we have our likes and dislikes here. You know, I think a solid, very agreeable list. You know, some banana bread. Honestly, most breads, but not because I'm a bird, just because bread's good. And you know, you can't not like bread. I feel like there's a bread for everyone. So we have gaming. Here. I like a bit of a variety. In my discoveries here. We have some strategy, some fighters. I like shooters and roguelites. I like 3D shooters more than first-person ones, or at least that's my cope every time I get absolutely mogged. So yeah, let's just say it's because I'm just better at the third-person shooters. Yeah, let's say that. And then we have just some hobbies here. I guess they're all hobbies besides bread. I don't think bread. Actually, no. You know, I'm gonna put my foot down. Bread enjoying is a hobby, and I think more people need to be, you know, adamant about that. What about 2D shooters? Well, I more meant like third person to first person, but I guess 2D is cool. I like the classic. I like more classic styles, like that classic Doom style. Like that's pretty sick. It kind of messes with my eyes a little bit with like perspective at the same time, which is so cool. I feel like 2D shooters have also had like, okay, 4D shooters. You're not supposed to know about that. Immortal eyes aren't supposed to see that. You know, that's a little crazy there. I don't know how you got access to that. Are too many questions. Also, I just realized the chat's not appearing. I wonder if I could just pop that off. Wait, I'm so smart. Okay, there. All right. I'm gonna put you guys in. I'm gonna put you guys in the corner, right up there. There we go. I like a lot of multiplayer games, a lot of community games, and a lot that we could like either collaborate on, or like a lot of collaboration games, a lot of team games. So I'll be like just jumping in with friends and stuff. Probably a lot of streams where I'm gonna be collaborating, like co-streamers, friends, whoever's fun. And then even hopefully I'll be able to do like community events where there's gonna be just like chatters and everyone being able to kind of like jump in, get a little bit of time in, cycle through. I don't exactly know which games to do for that, but I'll figure it out. Rigging, like for live 2D rigging. Not really so sure about 3D rigging because it kind of scares me. I mean, there's just like that extra dimension. That shit eventually kind of changes everything. But for 2D rigging, that's a lot of fun. Both like with rigging models, just for like sample models, and hopefully I'm gonna work on like commissioning models just for honestly the fun of it. It doesn't even have to be like a profession right now, but it is just like really cool getting into that. I'm a little bit of a hyperfixation there. And let's see, some working out, mostly because of like the excuse to eat junk food and bread and protein shakes right after. I mean, that's all I could ask for, really. It's just more of a reason to stuff my face. Yeah, I know most people talk about like anime and like their favorite shows and stuff. I'm much more into like reading, much more into webcomics and manhwa, and I mean manga too, but I'm much more into just like grabbing like a phone or a book and then taking that with me, and then I'm able to just like take everything at my own time. So that's pretty cool for me. That's kind of peaked for me. And then of course, I mean, I think you'd be insane not to have this on your likes, you know? Not an opinion, just a fact of the matter. I think you'd be kind of insane to not like Hatsune Miku. World is hers and all that. I don't think I need to even elaborate on this, but that's the go. I mean, Hatsune Miku. Boo! No, Tedo banned. Mod, ban yourself. Tedo's cool and all, but Tedo does not clear. Tedo gets soloed. I'm sorry. Everyone solos Tedo. Tedo's on her last stand. She's like 37, and the only nutrients she's had is just baguettes. Miku can poke her with a leak, and she'd just crumble. She'd crumble like expired baguette. And then nothing else at all. Yeah, nothing else on the likes to think of. And then, you know, for dislikes, I'm pretty straightforward. There's not a lot I hate. There's not a lot I dislike, except people who don't F with Miku, at least a little. That would be my mod there, but he's been sneaking some recent hits. He's been taking his Miku micro dosage, so I've been catching that. So, you know, he's allowed to stick around, and a little you know, off the mark, but the ocean, unironically, I'm good. Horrifying. There's just too much we don't know. Arson? Whoa, what are you talking about arson there? You know, nobody's saying arson. Let it all burn. Guys, you can't do that. That's illegal. You can't just commit arson. Just notice what? Who likes arson? I didn't say that. Listen, you said it yourself. All right, you know, good for you. I just no, what? It's crazy. Okay, cool. All right. After that is a bit of a Oshi board, bit of a inspirations. I just thought I thought I'd throw some names up here of people who kind of inspired me to get into all of this. So yeah, we have some figures, you know, especially, you know, Ludwig Agren right over here. Honestly, I think it was a real shame what happened to the guy. I think he would have been one of the best if the black hole didn't consume him in his chat. It's really a shame what happened to good old Ludwig. He could have been like the goat of VTubing. What happened? Oh, with Ludwig? Yeah, no, he revealed. Yeah, they got him. It was a tragedy. It was really a tragedy. We have Pint over here. She's you know, the greatest witch in the west, or actually the east. They're a bit British, but you know, besides that, you know, that's the only fault I can really take down. We have Iron Mouse. Everyone knows and loves Iron Mouse. She's like arguably like just like the charity VTuber with like these huge events, working with Connor and all that. Like she's awesome. Savvy Senpai, she and OBK Cat over here do more like 3D VTubing, but their models are sick and they're just super energetic, and I love the freaking just the passion. I mean, all these guys really. super cool people from what I've seen. I can't wait for one of them or two of them or all of them to get canceled, and then it all reflects on me in the future. But yeah, super cool people. Well, and definitely big inspirations there. Why isn't Golchi on my Oshi word? If I knew sooner, if I knew like a day sooner that she performed in like, what was it? I think in a concert with Hololive, I would have. Besides that, ooh, okay, all right, over here. We're getting back. Hold on, I'm putting myself back over here. Yeah. All right. So we have. Where am I putting you guys? I'm putting you guys right up here. There we go, right next to me. We have our credits for the design. We have credits for all that. Yeah, that's you. Sorry, I just choked. We have our credits here for the VTuber design. We have Miss Shiny Rock over here, helping me from whoops. We have helping me from phase 1, the Shiny Rock herself. Also known as, Gem, the creature, Gem, Grem, Jam, Jen, Germ, and Geminem. She's a rock of many names, and has been a huge help, like a bajillion of these processes. Also, like the credits and like so much more, or credits for the design and so much more. She's been a huge aid. Very, very good friend. Yeah, very happy. Very happy to have her on the team. Following that would be my artist Aetho. After going through a bajillion different candidates, I saw her, and not only was like a reasonable price, but she was like, I mean, her talent, her skills were very, very just ideal. She was great with communication. She kind of got the image exactly down from the reference and design that we gave. She kind of just killed everything. I really don't have many complaints. Like, honestly, she did an exceptional job there. Mother. Oh well, and that's what you're supposed to call your artists. You're supposed to call your artists nowadays. He's the VTube mama, the VTube mother. And then last but not least, who's that? Whoa, unbelievable, unexpected. It's me. That's me up there. That's right, I rigged this. That's right, it was all connected to the start, all the way from up here when I said I liked rigging. Who would have guessed? This was technically, no, not even technically. Well, yeah, this is like my first complete rig. So it's kind of like chock full of errors, as you can see, with the little things. But hopefully I'll be able to fix it up as I go along the streams, and I'm gonna try to upgrade and add on and really get a feel for it with this model before moving on to working on any others, and it's gonna be sick. So yeah, I've had a really fun time working on this model, and I'm super happy because it came out pretty well. Don't draw attention to your mistakes in pub. They're real. I'm not perfect. I'm not afraid to show it. There's some slip-ups here and there, but there's a lot of things there's a lot of things to fix here, and there's a lot of things that I am gonna fix. So I'm kind of holding myself to it. So this isn't fixed in like a year. I'm gonna give myself a lot of time there. It's probably gonna be fixed sooner, but if it isn't fixed in a year, then there's a problem. Yeah, you gotta send me back to the live 2D mines. Get me back to work there. There. Thank you, Linguini. Yeah, nobody's here is really perfect, but it's about what we do. It's about what we do to improve. So I'm excited to get to that. That's like part of the best part of the journey. Besides streaming and stuff, it's just like watching yourself improve and all of that, and just like learning from all this. Exactly why I want to like kind of balance video and streaming making, because one, I do want to do a lot more, like I do want to do a lot of long form content and a lot of videos, those for like YouTube and all of that, but also streaming is not only fun, but the more I do it, the less I'm going to have all these erms and and stutter. So the more practice I get there, the more practice, more reasons to have to fix my rigging. All of it comes together, all part of the journey here. And then speaking of journey, we have our some short-term goals here. in the Benimgang, we're hoping for, you know, big goals. Big goals. I know I'm asking for a lot here. I'm thinking from taking that 35 to 36 followers. That one's kind of a pipe dream, but I thought, you know, I gotta start big one day. Which I'm hoping to make some more connections, both like in the VTuber, both in like the VTuber sphere and just general content creators. I do need some more fellow VTubers, but more likely than not, I'm just gonna try to convert all of my faceless tuber friends or flesh tuber friends into becoming VTubers, because why not? Just, you know, spread the wonder, spread the joy, spread the disease. But who said that? Who said that? What? Not disease. But yeah, hopefully get some more connections and kind of just grow the community, you know, make some friends while I'm at it. Sounds like fun. And then another thing is V bridging, because my phone, it's more like getting the tools to V bridge. Can't do that yet, but I can make my model here a lot more alive once I get probably like I'll buy like a cheap iPhone with like some IR camera settings. And then what that's gonna allow me to do is add a lot more animation, a lot more movement, because I'm a little stiff here, but did the best I could with what I had, and then I can still make it better. Still far from perfect, but I think this can be a lot more alive once I add like the V bridging stuff. And then after that is you know, some Twitch partner, affiliate, basic streamer stuff. Nothing too crazy. And then afterward, the big goals, the long term, the stuff I'm gonna look at in a year and say, wow, I still haven't done that, because it's gonna take a lot. It'll take a while. One is okay, down here, moving to this side. Okay, one is to do some like professional rigging. Honestly, doesn't even have to be something like I have to like live off. I just want to do it like make some big rigs for like other streamers and do some big commissions, and more still as a hobby, but like, so maybe I shouldn't have written professionally, but like just do some big clientele request and build a bit of a portfolio. Just sounds like fun. I just enjoy more projects like that. Meet some of these Oshis up here. Unfortunately, oh, what the? Okay, unfortunately, can't meet Ludwig Akron. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, big man. And would have been an honor. But yeah, you know, the rest of them still. Maybe one day. Learn some more languages. Yeah, I know. Rest in peace, big guy. It's okay. He's looking down on the rest of the VTubing world now. He's in or maybe he's still stuck in the black hole, just infinitely. You never know, really. That's the funny part about black holes. But yeah, learn some languages. Not exactly sure which ones yet. Maybe some Japanese. Just build some community. I don't think Ludwig. Does French count as Latinx? That's a little too broad if it gets that far. But yeah, learn some languages, build some community. Yeah, I know. Rest in peace, Ludwig. You know, more in Ludwig with more people. I feel like, you know, we need to, you know, maybe get like some shrines up and going. You know, really, you know, spread the word of what he could have been. And then yeah, maybe open up a bit of a this one's like, I tried to think of like the most like random out there thing. And I was like, you know, screw it, make a cafe, because, you know, I do like some barista. I do enjoy some baristaing. Make a cafe, double it as a creative studio. Get some bit of a quiet place. Provide some supplies for creatives, so that people who have the desire to rig or draw or do whatever, really just get the resources. Get some, you know, you could rent out a studio or some rigging, or not rigs. Sorry, I said, well, yeah, rigs, computer rigs. Not the same kind of rigs. I'm rigging brain rotted. But yeah, sounds like fun. Don't exactly know how it would work, but it would be pretty sweet. Oh, crap. Okay. Unfinished tab ahead. Wow. Okay. This I was supposed to hyperlink that, and then I realized, oh, it doesn't even work like that because it's not a presentation I'm sending you all. Basically, Announcement. Blare the alarms. Discord server. Discord server. New server. Oh, I'm trying to grab that now. Okay, wait, nope, that's my DMs. Whoops. Whammo. Discord server. Wow. Okay, so what do we got here? Seamless transition. I know. This bad boy right here. We're calling the birdhouse. The birdhouse. That's right. And it's open. Doors are open. Links are being sent. We're taking in all the refugees we can here. This is gonna be our main base of operations. We have the capacity for community. We have the capacity for VCs. We have don't look at the staff chat or the logs. You don't want to know about the crimes going on. But yeah, hopefully we can get some more people in here, fill things up, have some fun. That's just more community related stuff. And I'm still gonna be operating in the basement buddies, which I was gonna speak of next. So before the time, and long before the VTuber, by like a year, we have the basement buddies over here, a bit more established. We have our basementing buddies. We have Linguini Dude, Lettuce Man, Sastoshi, some faces you see in chat here. They're my co-creator, streamer pals / friend / clout friends. But don't let them know that. So yeah, we have my collaborators here in the basement buddies, who I also think that you should join. But for sure, give some attention to the birdhouse here. I feel like we can get that going, and then it's just gonna. I bit my tongue. I feel like it's gonna be a good time. And that's all. That is all. That is all of my info here. That is a debut segment complete. I think I have a couple of options here, and one is to see how long I've been running this. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold your applause.